Hey guys, Michael from Copper vs Glass, another year and another Google event. A lot was said in the event about privacy, carbon emissions and protecting the user, but today we're focusing only on the new hardware. We've got 3 new products this year, so let's jump in. So first up then we have the new Pixel tablet. Now at this event they didn't actually announce anything with regards to the release date, price or many of the overall features, just that once again it's coming soon in 2023. Now they did however mention that it's going to have a nano ceramic finish and it's going to be kind of a mixture of a Pixel phone and a Google Home. They've also been working with app developers for better app support for Android with split screen and also pen support. Now it's going to be powered by the brand new Tensor G2 chip, along with pretty much all of the other Pixel devices in this event. Now one thing that I thought was really awesome is you can also get a wireless charging speaker dock, which basically turns the Pixel tablet into a large, slim Google Home. So most of the benefits that you have from Google Home you'll be able to have with the Pixel tablet as long as you've got this stand to go with it. Now the actual stand itself has that same sort of material, the mesh fabric that you get on most Google Home devices, but it basically allows you to wirelessly and magnetize your Pixel tablet to the stand and then have it as a larger Pixel Home anywhere in your home that you would want one. And the reason for this is Google is basically saying that the majority of people, 1, use their tablet while they're at home, and 2, don't necessarily use it all the time. A lot of the time it is sat dormant, whether that's going to be charging or just not being used, so to have it be used as sort of a secondary feature as a Google Home, I think is a really neat feature to have with the Pixel tablet. Now like I mentioned, no information on price or release date just yet, but it is going to be coming soon in 2023, so keep an eye out for that moving forward. Next up then we have the main hardware of this Pixel event, and that is the Pixel 7 and the 7 Pro. Now both the 7 and 7 Pro are available for pre-order starting today and will be coming out in around a week or a week and a half's time from now. Now some of the specs of the slightly lower end Pixel 7, you're going to be getting a 6.3 inch display and it's going to be around 25% brighter than previous Pixel devices. Now screen wise you are going to be looking at 90Hz, so again the same as the 6 that we've had more recently, and it's going to be coming in at 1080p, so nothing with regards to 1440p or higher on the lower end Pixel device. You're going to have 2 cameras, a standard wide and the ultra wide. Now both of these have been slightly improved, but not a massive difference compared to what you're going to find on the Pixel 6 or 6 Pro from last year. Mainly it's all going to be in the software. However, one thing that is coming back from, I think it was the Pixel 3, is an ultra wide front facing camera to allow more people to get into your shot. Of course, it's going to be running on the new Google Tensor G2 chip along with the Pixel 7 Pro, so that's going to include stuff like 60% better in regards to machine learning, better overall power consumption, and of course it's going to be a little bit more powerful and a bit faster than the previous Tensor chip in the Pixel 6. But in all honesty guys, they didn't really go into much detail with regards to the power of the actual device itself. It was again mainly all about the software side of things. So we may have to wait until the 7 and 7 Pro are actually released to see just how powerful that new chip is compared to the previous year. We then move on to the 7 Pro. Now this is going to come with a 6.7 inch display, which is going to be adaptive refresh rate going from around 10Hz up to 120Hz at a 1440p resolution. Now it's going to keep that slightly curved design that we had on the Pixel 6 Pro, so if you were expecting the higher end device to have a flat screen, which I know a lot more people do start to prefer these days, unfortunately it is still going to have those slightly curved and slightly rounded edges. Now being the Pro device, you are going to have some features that you don't get on the Pixel 7, such as 3 cameras instead of 2. So here we're going to have the wide, ultra wide and also a new telephoto lens. You are going to be getting the same ultra wide front facing camera though, and it does also allow for face unlock. Now they did talk about this mainly when they were talking about the 7 Pro, so I'm not sure if face unlock is specific to the 7 Pro or if that's going to come to the regular 7 as well. And of course it's going to be running on the new Tensor G2 chip, so again all of the same improvements that you're going to get with the 7 you are going to get with the 7 Pro as well. So I'm pretty sure that in terms of the internals, they're pretty much going to be the same when it comes to the overall power side of things. So I'd imagine things like benchmarks and gaming performance is going to be the same between the 7 and 7 Pro, not really too much difference running off the same chip. And of course the 7 and 7 Pro are available in a ton of brand new colours that I think actually look really nice. The kind of sagey green, grey, gold one looks really nice, along with the black on black finish as well. Now of course being a Pixel event, they did talk about the cameras in a lot of detail, and again they're getting some really nice upgrades. So again with the Tensor G2 chip you're getting a ton of new features that improve the overall camera performance. The hardware itself is pretty much the same as what we had last year, but again it was all about the software. So you're going to get improved skin tones for darker skin in pretty much all lighting conditions, and better accessibility for those people with disabilities, like voice guidance for the perfect selfie and composition with guided frame. Night sight is going to be around 2 times faster than previous devices, and you also have a brand new photo unblur which is exclusive to the 7 and 7 Pro with Google Photos. What this is basically going to do is older photos that you may have in your library, or just photos in general that come across very blurry or just don't necessarily look amazing or that sharp, you can improve them with Google Photos on these new devices. Now you are going to be getting a 3x zoom on the 7 Pro, which is going to be an actual lens itself, nothing to do with the digital side of things. Again, the digital zoom is mainly for the 7 series. However, with the new Super Res Zoom, it allows for zooming from 2x right through to 30x using a mixture of lens fusing and machine learning. So what Google are basically saying is even if you go straight into 30x on the 7 Pro, it's still going to be doing a very good job and not necessarily have that painted effect that you do get on some other zoom devices. Macro is also going to be improved by allowing up to 3cm focal distance, so again allowing you to get super close to any subject. And of course, no phone is complete these days without a new video feature, which of course is going to be cinematic blur in video. Now this will be coming to both the 7 and the 7 Pro, and again it basically adds that fake background blur to your videos using machine learning and just a mixture of lenses as well to get a fake bokeh effect in the background of videos. Now, as we've seen on some devices like some from Samsung, like my S22 Plus, or even the newest iPhone, this can look good in some instances and not so great in some other instances, so it'll be really good moving forward to see exactly how this is going to look. Obviously, having that fake background blur on a Pixel phone has been great for many years when it comes to photo, so it's going to be really interesting to see how that comes across on the video side of things. And you are also going to be getting 10-bit HDR with the Tensor 2 chip, better stabilization and 4K 60 frames per second across all cameras on the 7 line of devices. So tons of improvements to the camera side of things, and the hardware gets a pretty nice update as well. And that's kind of it for the Pixel 7 line. Now, don't get me wrong, the 7 does look nice. I think the overall design looks good. Again, the Android software is some of the best out there. But again, it was mainly about the software side of things. They didn't really talk in depth with regards to the screen resolution, the pixel size of the camera, or the battery, anything like that. It was mainly what the phone can do as opposed to what's actually going to be running it. And then of course we move on to the brand new Pixel Watch. Now this is going to be the first watch coming from Google and their Pixel line. Now it is going to be a fuse between the Google side of things and Fitbit, so that's definitely something to keep in mind. It's got a really nice round pebble-like design with of course interchangeable watch straps with tons of different options. If you want to keep it a bit more classy with a metal band or a bit more sporty with a silicone band, then again you've got multiple options and interchangeable bands to do so. Now it's also going to be the first version of Wear OS that features Fitbit supports. Now what this is basically going to mean is it allows for better health tracking and workout data and of course the heart rate info, and it's supposedly going to have all-day battery life with around 24 hours of battery. But again, we'll have to wait and see when it's in people's hands to see exactly how that battery life stands up over time. And of course, running Wear OS is going to be pretty standard in regards to the software side of things. Nothing majorly different here compared to what you may find on something like the Galaxy Watch 5 that's just recently come out, for example, or even my slightly older Galaxy Watch 4. With regards to Wear OS in general, it's a nice overall operating system. I'm going to be very interested to see exactly how quickly it runs on the Pixel Watch. And the screen itself, obviously they're doing some trickery here with regards to the watch faces and the overall, kind of press images. The bezels themselves do look pretty thick, so although it's a 41mm watch face, it'd be very interesting to see exactly the size of the watch face itself once it's turned on. And to be honest guys, that's pretty much going to do it for this October event from Google. Now with regards to pricing for all of these new devices, they're actually pretty good in terms of the overall cost. The Pixel 7, the standard sort of lower end version, is going to start at only $599, so again a pretty decent price when you consider what others are offering at the moment. And then the Pixel 7 Pro not coming in at $1,000 or around that mark, coming in at $899 as well. So again, for Pixel's flagship device, you're only looking at $899 compared to $999 or even more for some other devices with some other companies. Now the Pixel Watch, however, you're looking at around $349 for the lower end model and then $399 if you want to have the LTE version. So okay, it's a little bit more expensive than I think a lot of people wanted. I think the majority of people are looking at maybe $199 or $249. So again, we'll have to see exactly how good and how premium the watch actually feels to see if it lives up to that slightly higher price point that many people necessarily weren't expecting. And of course, all of the hardware that has come out today, so the 7, 7 Pro and the Pixel Watch, will be linked in the description down below, and pre-orders are now currently open. And if you do pick up a 7 or 7 Pro, you can actually get a pair of Pixel Buds or the Pixel Watch for free when you order that new device up until the 17th of October. So again, you've got a little bit of time to get that exclusive offer if you wanted to. And that's going to do it guys. Leave a thumbs up down below if you enjoyed this video, and also leave a comment down below if you're going to pick up any of these new devices, or if not, why you're not going to pick them up, and if so, what you're picking up and what you're looking forward to. If you're not already subscribed, now's a great time to do so, And once you hit that subscribe button, don't forget to turn on those notifications so you're notified anytime I post a new video here on the channel. I'm going to head over to the Google store and see what's available, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.